Oh no. Boulder drop? Oh, what the f***? Well, damn, it looks like Gui got hit pretty hard. You ain't kidding. Happy Catterday, folks, and welcome to a brand new YouTube Let's Play series from ya boy, Tony Pizza. I got the red on for a special Tony Pizza Day, the start of a new era of this channel. We are back to a classic YouTube vibe with a very new game. Launching today, Tuesday, February 10th, is Mewgenics, the next title from Edmund McMillan and Tyler Glale. You may know them from The Binding of Isaac. You may know them from The End Is Nigh. They've got a rather funky art style. You see a little dookie right there on the windowsill. We see a little sign of Satan over here. This game is called Mewgenics, which we're about to commit. This is a rogue-lite tactics RPG. Right up my alley if you've watched my other stuff or if you know me personally. But our player characters are little kitty cats. I'm super excited to dive into this one. Been looking forward to it. We're going to keep it loose. We're going to try and, adhere to the art style and keep it funky, keep it experimental, keep it fresh. And folks, I hope you enjoy checking out Mewgenics with me. Maybe this will help you check it out as well. We're going to hit a few meows before we get started on our very first run. I just booted this game up moments ago.
Yeah.
Funky meows going on here. Hopefully the sound balance is okay. Let's get started. Let's get our save file going. There was a short cutscene upon booting up the game where you see this scientist experimenting on a cat, so it looks as though we are getting started as a brand new cat of our own. And there he is, our father.
Science! Scared you, didn't I? I know how scary a buzzword like science can be these days. But trust me when I say science can actually be a good thing sometimes. Take this table, for instance. A science made this table and the floor it sits on.
Something's telling me that this guy's a quack. I don't like the vibe right away.
There are even people out there who believe that a science made you and I.
Are we living in a simulation?
But I digress. The point I was trying to make here is that cats are a science too. A science that I, Thomas A. Beanies, invented.
This guy invented cats?
But what do you have to do with all of this? Well, word on the street is you're a bit of a felinologist yourself. I know we just met, but I bet if you and I put our brains together, we could actually change the world. With cats! Now take a gander at these fine specimens. This is my latest batch, straight out of their biovats.
Amazing, out of their biovats. We have Milla, who looks so sad. She's got a fucking egghead. And Sweet Tooth, who has the scariest face of all time. And we have Gui. Gui looks like a little puppy dog.
Choose two, a boy and a girl. Trust me, you'll find out why later.
I think I can guess why, Dr. Beanies. I think I can guess why you want me to choose one of them. Oh! This one is like a... What's that? This one's got like auto-tune. I think I gotta go with this one. And then this one sounds like, what's her name? Marge Simpson? Oh! How do I tell which one's a boy and which one's a girl? They all sound like girls. I gotta go the auto-tune. Oh, which one do I leave behind? I think I gotta leave Sweet Tooth behind and go Gui and Milla.
What's wrong with Sweet Tooth? Wow, okay, I didn't expect you to pass on the best of the bunch. Whatever, their pieces will be put to good use.
Oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? I've killed... No!
Isn't nature just cruel?
No, you are cruel!
But it doesn't have to be. In fact, I think with my brains and your ability to choose less than ideal cats, we could really shake things up. Hell, with enough cats, I bet we could reverse time. Maybe even make dying impossible. All I need is a nuke, radioactive blood, and a bit of elbow grease. Don't worry, I'll be sure to harvest some from Sweet Tooth's elbows before they're incinerated.
This game gets you extremely desensitized to violence so quickly.
Now go, my child. Go into the world and hoard some cats.
Amazing. Okay. So we begin the game with our party. We're on the path. Clear skies. There are no weather effects. Psst, click here. Alright, buddy. We're working our way towards it. This looks like a fight of some sort. Fight, question mark, treasure, and then boss. So probably a little tutorial area here. We're level 1, obviously. Yep. Let's take a look at what we got. This looks like settings. Collarless. Not sure what that means. This we've already taken a look at. Oh yeah, skip tutorial. So this is a tutorial. We're still doing it. Because we ain't know nothing. This game just came out at the time I'm recording this, like 2 hours ago. So we are going to go ahead and inventory, money, food, etc. Alright, we'll listen to you for once. We're going to click here.
He kicked you out, huh? Yeah, he does that. Name's Butch. And even though I could give a frick if you live or die, I can't help but see a bit of myself in you. If you get what I mean. You want to survive in Boone County? You're gonna need to learn how to fight. So listen up. This is your team.
Yep, we've got Gwee and Milla.
These are your enemies.
A mouse, and this looks like the cat I just killed.
Your goal is to kill them all.
That'll start.
It is now Milla's turn. You can tell because of that paw print thing above Milla's head.
Excellent, okay.
This is Milla's basic attack. It's melee range, so you will need to move next to the rat to hit it.
That looks like a little mouse. That doesn't look like a scary rat. The melee range.
This is your movement action. You can move once per turn. Click it, and then click the tile you want to move to.
How far can I move? Oh, am I moving now? Alright, we got this, Pooh. Move, she go. What a good vibe for this already. Okay, so we gotta be in melee range. Notably, what this is seeming to imply is that you cannot, like, looking at this cross it's giving me, you can't do diagonal. So if I went here, that's technically not melee, which is fascinating. Because in lots of tabletop games, that is not the case. But we are going to explore. I don't really want to block off this guy, so I am going to go this way.
Now that you are next to the rat, you can attack it. This is your basic attack. You can use your basic attack once per turn. Click attack, and then click the rat to attack it.
Alright. So I don't know, attack an adjacent unit. I don't know what 6 means. Is that 6 damage? Oh yeah, I'm going to kill it. Ooh, there's a lot of cool stats we're seeing here. This is just probably your basic TTRPG stats. 3 out of 9 mana. Dashes in a straight line. Little rat. 1 movement. Okay, well, bye-bye.
Sweet! You really destroyed that bastard! Did you notice that you got a buff when you killed that thing? It's because of that passive ability.
Hover over it to learn what it does. Self-assured. Gain a random stat up whenever you down a unit. Okay, so Milla wants to be getting picks. And it looks like her attack went up.
You can also hover over your cat to learn what that buff does too.
Okay, so that is strength. Strength increased by 1, which is melee attack and melee ability damage. So it's now... It was my second highest stat, now it's also my highest stat.
There are also spells. You only have 1 so far, and unfortunately you lack the mana to cast it.
Okay.
This is how much mana the spell costs.
4, and I only have 3. This is how much mana you have. Thank you. Yep. I've played games before. You gain mana at the end of your turn equal to your light bulb. There's nothing left to do, so end your turn. Go to the next one. No possible actions left. So plus, is that one of my stats? Yeah, hold on. Hover. Okay, light bulb 5. I'm sure there's a name for that. Let's just call it, like, int for right now. So I gain 5 each turn, which means that even if I'm popping this once per turn, I'm netting 1, but I can start at turn 2. So, interesting. Okay. I love this auto-tune. It is now Gui's turn. Gui has a ranged basic attack. Okay, it's doing 1 less damage, though. While selecting where to move to, you can see a preview of your basic attack's range in red. Yep, I did catch on to that. Move in range to attack, or as close as you can get. I really like that the game doesn't, like, force you to remember your range. Like, for melee, it's one thing, but it did also tell me that that wasn't going to be possible to do diagonal. But I like that while you're moving, you know, it's being nice enough to give you that info. Alright, so, okay, so it looks like he's got 3 squares, or 2 if you're popping a diagonal in there. So moving up here will not be enough to get me all the way into that guy. But we're just gonna do it anyway, baby. Unfortunately, you are still not in range to attack the Tom-Tom. The Tom-Tom? However, you do have enough mana to cast one of your spells, so Gui's more of the magic user. Starts with 5, this one's 4. Oh, and in turn, gains 7. Wow. Take a look at roll here. Roll only costs 4 mana. And you have 5. Click roll and then roll closer to that thing. Alright, so yes, this is 100% scripted as I expected. 4 mana to roll it up to 3 tiles in a straight line. That's a really good positioning tool for this kind of a thing. Now, I don't necessarily want to roll into melee with this thing. But if I were to... Oh, look at that! It keeps the red for the roll! So that you can know where you can attack. Well, then I 100% will roll 2. And I think I'm still going to get bonked, but then we'll be super close to melee for my strength guy. You are in range to attack the enemy, and you should already know how to do that. Attack it! We'll do a short lobbed shot. Over units and obstacles, notably. That is interesting. This will do 5, so this won't kill it. Tom-Tom is slow, but has a wide melee attack. Interesting. Okay. Good job! You landed the shot! That Tom-Tom is pretty thick, however, so he will take a few more hits to kill. And Toyn. He's gonna walk up. Do 6. We anticipated that would happen. Okay, it's Milla's turn again. You now have enough mana to cast your spell, Spit! Select Spit and aim it at the enemy. Amazing. Okay, so let's take a... This looks like a ranged attack. Spit attack with infinite range that deals 1 damage. Amazing. I can spit twice. Yeah, look at that. The whole fucking board is clear. Look at the cat turning as you look. She's like, where do I want to spit? I can target the dead thing. I don't know why I would do that, but... That was some good spitting! You actually still have enough mana to cast Spit again! You can cast spells as many times per turn as you want, as long as you have the mana. Okay, that is good to know. I was wondering that. So Spit again! Make it a real thick one! You bet. Some nice chip damage there before I actually take my turn. Good job! At this point, I trust that you can finish the rest of the fight on your own. So I'm gonna go hide in those bushes and judge you from afar. Good luck! Alright. Well, let's do it, gang. So we do have our passive, but that's only if we down this guy. My stat going up from before did make this a 7 damage. So that won't kill him. Our ranged guy will kill him, which sucks a little bit. But it's better to just kill him now rather than to actually, like, eat any further health. So we're gonna go here. Or to take another hit. So not optimal necessarily, but pretty dang good. And then you... Now the other question that I have is, does mana carry over to the next battle? I guess it doesn't matter with this guy, because his only mana use is non-damaging. Hot-blooded. Burn you inflict is increased by 1. Okay. So we may want to figure out a way to get Gui some sort of fire attack. But we are just going to keep things simple. Kill the Tom-Tom. Boom. Oh, we recovered some health. 3 money, 5 food. Beginner's luck. I didn't see what, like, the very first thing that it gave me was. Like, I saw the health, and then I saw the money and the food. There was something in between there that I missed. Okay, now listen. Each time you finish combat, one of your cats is going to level up. Whoa, every combat? Check out old Gui. He's about to get a whole lot better. Just look at all these options. Originally, I was going to let you choose yourself, but I feel the need to point something out. There's a pretty awesome combo here. Check out Gui's current passive effect up there. Yeah, that's the burn we just said. Is it going to give us a fire attack? Now read what Sunburn does. Inflicts... Is this a spell? Inflicts burn 1 and blind 1 at infinite range? Holy shit. Is that 6 mana? Sunburn makes things burn, and hot-blooded make burn more burny. Thanks, man. So take Sunburn already. Or not, it's your funeral. Okay, so let's also take a look. So Gui is level 2. We got 1. Okay, that is intelligence. Alright, so we'll take a look at our stats here, too. We may spend a little while on the screen, folks, just so we can get the vibe for what... Okay, so strength, we already know. Dex is ranged attack and range ability, so same there. This was 7, so that's why he's getting so much, because it's your mana regen. So he's, instead of getting 7 back, he's getting 8, which means we can do this every turn reliably. If we don't, as long as we don't need to roll. Roll is, okay, roll is 4, so we can't do both. So that's notable. Constitution is max health and post-combat regen. That's why he got 5 back. Interesting. So he should be at 19 out of 20 health. We'll see. Speed, turn order, and movement range. That's why he needs roll, because he's so fucking slow. It actually sucks that this character is slow. Charisma affects max mana and starting mana. Okay, I think we started with 5, which is where that's coming from. So he regens a lot, but he maybe doesn't have as high a pool. Trying to find a way to get Charisma up is, I think, the way for a good first turn. Because looking at this, I mean, if... The question is, does mana carry over? Because if it doesn't, then you can never... He can't do Sunburn turn 1 until we get this up. Luck affects base, crit chance, and all randomness, which he's not bad at. Okay, this is all stuff we don't know. So Sunburn, we're almost certainly taking... I wonder what the difference is between, like, shield versus blocks incoming damage. Oh, that was referencing this. Okay, so we have 3 mana, spawn up poop on an adjacent... Oh, Edmund and Tyler, what are you doing to me? Who needs this? Lick, I feel like they put this here just so that you specifically would take Sunburn, because it's so bad. Heal an adjacent unit by 2 health for 4 mana. That seems pretty nice. Or block 5 mana to gain 2 shield, which blocks incoming damage. This guy isn't going to be on the front lines anyway. I think to go with the passive, to go with the scripted tutorial that they want you to do, we're going to do something. Someone's learning. Okay, but remember, every cat is different. So always check out what your cat's passive ability does. A cat's passives can make or break a run, and combos win games. Always be on the lookout for abilities that combo. Or snakes hiding in the grass. Okay. So we still can't click on these cats. And yeah, we're down 1 HP, so it did heal me. Now I'm so... Whoa, did we click on this last time? Holy moly. That shows you these. That shows you these. So these we have an edge... Ooh, okay, that is notable that Self-Assured does not stack, because it had brought my strength up to 7. So at the end of a combat, this goes away. So then that makes me especially glad that I did that turn the way that I did. So with Milla, I think with this self-assured passive, you just kind of have to take those kills when they come. You can't necessarily be hunting for them at the cost of your own HP, because those stats are just going to go away anyway. Spit, yep. So you're getting 5 back. 3, man, yeah, that's why you start so bad with mana. This is a similar thing. You can't spit turn 1 unless we get this charisma up. Items, etc. Oh, so, okay, so Gui is a boy. Okay. Alright, let's see what this is. Butch blocks your path. Wasn't he just helping us? Should you use brawn or brains to get past him? Check your stats to see the odds of success. So we can attack him with strength, or we can outsmart him with int. And I mean, looking at this, it looks like we've got Gui here. Shows our HP and our money. I mean, Gui's is the ranged guy, is the magic user, so we're definitely going to try and outsmart him. Take that, Meow Meow. Gui points cleverly behind Butch, distracting him. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. You're lucky your int is so high, or you'd be chewing rocks. And Gui got small catnip baggy. What does that do? Use. Gain 7 mana, 1 use left. Okay. So we usually like this on... Yeah, I mean, Spit is the only thing you have, and it's 1 damage. If we can use this to, like, pop a roll when we need it, that's huge. Or pop a sunburn when we need it. Oh. Okay, so that's... Okay, so 1 consumable. Is that a ring? Glasses. Necklace, hat, sword. So different categories of... Okay. So it's per cat. Cool. I'm digging this already. So you know that it's a well-designed game when, even though it's throwing concepts at you, they all do seem relatively simple to absorb. That's not saying that the game is simple. That's saying that the game is designed in such a way where it, throws things at you in a palatable way that still lets you feel like, you are making good decisions. Is this cursor a middle finger? This was treasure, right? Is this treasure? Stick? Stick inside of a log? I'm not too impressed by that, but... Okay, sword. Use a melee attack with +1 reach. So does that mean I can do 2 squares away? So I think I want to put this on Milla, because you actually have decent strength. And if I, for example, don't have enough movement to get where I want to go, this says, looks like 4 charges on it to be able to get, 1 more little bit forward. And, I mean, this looks like a boss. The Basic Girls versus Pebbles! You're gonna get rocked. It is time for a boss fight. I trained Pebbles here myself. He's about to rock your world. Show me what you got. Oh, also, one last tip before I leave it up to you. Attack from behind to do more damage. Okay, good to know. Does that also count for range? How does that interact with where the enemy is facing? That's curious. Wait, listen to this music. It sounds like they're saying, like, cat fight, that's right. That's amazing. Okay. The other thing I just noticed is this turn order up here. So, Milla's going first, obviously. Pebbles is going before Gui then gets to go. Its melee attack knocks units back and can throw rocks, so it does have ranged as well. It's got a lot of health, a lot of movement, but actually not very high attack power. We're going to want to keep this thing burned with Sunburn. So we might even want to burn our catnip baggie right away. So let's take a look at what we want to do. Self-assured is not going to matter, because once we get the pick, the game's over anyway. So let's start a move. Does this... Are these like cover or something? I don't quite know. Now, he's gonna go next, and he's got 4 movement. So we want to... So if we go like here, we'll probably be pretty safe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We may still get in melee range here. We've got the lob shot. I kind of want to bait him into going around this rock, so we're just going to see how that happens. Obviously, we can't attack him this turn, so we just kind of have to bait him into coming towards us. Oh, interesting. Okay, so his melee attack knocks units back, but he could go like 2 diagonals away, which is like 3 squares. So that it knocked me back, and it looked like the knockback did 1 extra damage too. So now we have a question of... We're gaining 8 per turn, so we can sunburn with impunity later. But I think what we want to do is pop our catnip baggie now, so that we can use it now. Sunburn and lob shot, and he'll be burned twice on turn 1. So we are going to do that. We are going to sunburn and blind him. Hell yes. Look at him. He ain't even bothered that he's on fire. Now, what do these conditions do? Blind is 1 turn of 30% mischance. And being able to tag that on him every turn is fucking huge. I don't know if it's both of his turns or just the next one, but it at least keeps us a little bit safer. Burn 2 takes 2 damage at the start of its turn, then decrease burn by 1. Interesting. So if we can keep stacking that... Again, it depends on if it interacts with both of his turns or just one, but having more damage is going to be helpful. Okay, so he is going to get to move again, and I think we want to keep this guy safe. So let's take a look at where we need to go. That's cover. So we can do here, or we can get him. We can't get him there. Man, we would need to get awfully close in order to attack him. Unless we go here. And I think that may be what we do. So we're still close, but we've got at least a bit of cover and nothing really... He could come around and push us that way. We're still learning how the AI works, too, so... Oh, can I sunburn him again? Do I want to keep... I don't think I need roll right now. I think I want to pop a sunburn right here. Now, the blind won't stack, but the burn will do 2 more. I think it's worth it, baby. Because ultimately, if we get him to burn 4, that's 4, 3, 2, 1, as opposed to 2, 1. So this is way more damage to do this now. Yep. Oh, blind 2 as well? Let's go for the next 2 turns. Amazing. That's exactly what we wanted. Now we pop him with one of these. 3 damage, got rid of his shield. And we're good to go, baby. 4 damage, going over here. Rock Toss, that's his ranged attack. Hey, so you might have noticed this already, but take a look up here. Yep, turn order. This is the order that you and your enemies take their turns. The turn order is usually the same every round, so pay attention to it. Oh, I don't. Okay. So it looked like his ranged attack was very different in the sense that he cannot do the ranged attack right next to him. It's only very far. So I think that this is something where, depending on where we are positioned, is what he's going to do. And... What the fuck? Attack it to knock it forward in a straight line. Go that way. Well, no, because this deals 5 damage to units it hits. Interesting. This game is fascinating. So if he steps into a straight line here, we can attack them. Now, would it work the same if I attacked it with range is the question. But the thing I have to consider here is that this can also be done to me. So Gui's going to want to move. Gui's actually in danger of taking a fair bit of damage here. And you Milla, you are very out of the fight right now with how far away you are. So I think we definitely need to be spitting twice. Wait a second. Oh my god. So I noticed the water droplets last time we spit. And I was like, oh, that's something maybe to look at later. It did not occur to me that spitting on him would put out his burn 3. Oh my god. Wow. This game has a lot of interactions that I can already tell are going to be so fun to look at. Since we've done it once already, might as well do it again, but very good to know that you do not want to spit on somebody who's burned. Oh my lord. Okay, so that having been done, we really need to get into the fight. So we want to position ourselves so that we can't get to a place where we can do that. We can't target him, but we can at least mitigate the rock going into by going up here and killing the rock. Oh shit, I have to do that. Boom. Oh, I thought I did 6 damage. Maybe objects only take 1. That's interesting. But now it's going, you know, there. So that at least gives me some leeway. Alright. What you got, big boy? Doing the push. 3 damage. But now this leaves our melee guy in range to try and... Actually, I can sword him from here and force him to come to me, which is not a bad idea. We are going to sunburn him, and we are never going to spit at him ever again. Now, what I should have checked before then is if I needed a roll this turn. I don't think that I do. Because we can actually... We can get him from here. Which, now that I'm thinking of it, the reason why Milla has been less effective in this combat is because I'm splitting up my cats, and when he goes for the ranged one, then Milla has to run all the way over. So my new tactic, I'm thinking, is to keep her here, still getting max range on the thing. I can't even go here. I think I want to go here, because then no matter which cat he goes for, the melee is still in range. Nice damage, and we pass to the baddie, who does take 2. Should have been taking way more. Holy moly, that has some range. Blind did not come in handy that time. Did he catch the stage on fire? Oh no! Can I spit on the stage? 1 burn when entering, 2 burn when starting your turn there. Interesting. So that's not really positioning that I have to worry about right now. He did move away from the melee. Gui's looking like they've seen better days here, so we kind of want to bring this melee front and center. Now, if we do this, yep, not diagonal. Oh, that's another rock. Huh. I wish this was the melee, then we could hit the rock into him. Gotta be very mindful of where those rocks are. So if we move up here, a push could be devastating, because it could go like boom, 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 boom. So where do I have the movement to get to? So I wouldn't want to get in there anyway. So I don't know that I pop, well, I should pop the sword. Do I pop the sword or not? It's extra reach. The downside to going here... This actually... Hold on. Can he move here? Because going here may trap him in the back. So I may want to do that. Let's take a look at the movement, see how it works, but I think this is what I'm going to want to do. Is do one of these, do one of these, and then no spit. So we're going to see what he does. Hey, hold on, buddy. Don't end your turn just yet. You can still attack with your weapon. Oh. I thought the weapon replaced the traits of the attack. I didn't realize that it was a second attack. I feel like I would have played this differently. That's why it's the tutorial, baby. Weapons and other items can be used once a turn, even if you already used your attack. Huge, critical information. So even though I still like this position, because I want to keep him trapped in his fire, this is huge to know, and I definitely need to pop this. Even though it's only got 4 total uses. Oh, it does less damage, too. That's interesting. Oh, I see. That's not the uses, that's the damage. That's the uses. Good to know. So now he's bloodied, as they say. He's less than half health. And he did get on fire, and he's going to push, and that's going to be insane damage because of the rock. So he walked through it and took 1. It didn't look as though he took the damage from this fire tile, because he only took 1 damage instead of a bunch more. Okay, we have to make sure that Gui is positioned out of these rocks, because we are about to lose him for good. It doesn't matter whether or not we need rolls. Sunburn is still the move here. And the blind especially, we need to be back on. Now we need to roll as far away as possible and hope that blind comes in handy, because we want to make sure we're out of the range of push. So let's take a look at where we want to move. We can roll after we attack, right? So we could do something like... We could do something like move here, attack, and then roll away. 1, 2, 3 puts me past this rock. So I think that's what we're going to do. As much as I just said that like we needed to consolidate forces, now that Gui's about to die, we need to not consolidate forces. And the best thing about having the high mana regen is even though I'm doing this, I can still sunburn next turn. So we're grassed. Oh, hold up, hold up. Plus 50% chance to dodge things. The grass tile overall, though, that might be the only place that fire happens. It's hard to say. I'm not seeing, like, many other traits of these other places. But either way, we cannot roll this way. We really can't roll any other way except right here. So that's where we'll go. Oh, no. Boulder drop? Oh, what the fuck? Well, damn, it looks like we got hit pretty hard. You ain't kidding. Butch, you ain't kidding. Don't worry, though. He's not dead yet. Only downed. Okay, so it's a scripted death. When a cat gets downed in a fight, they get injured, and one of their stats gets reduced. Permanently. Oh my god. Okay, so don't get dropped. But it's good to know that even if you hit 0, like you're not... It's not like a super rogue-like you're not permadead when you hit 0. Don't let their body get hit too many times or they will actually die. Okay, so just like TTRPGs. As long as your other cats can finish the fight, your downed cats will still survive. So finish the fight. Fuck. Alright, it's up to you, Milla. So did that say broken paw? Oh, Gui, I'm so sad. I loved your auto-tune. Milla's gotta win it for you, but luckily we've got a 10-point HP buff. Burn 2 is all you're ever gonna get, so you're taking 3 more off of that. This is the part that sucks, though, is that our action economy has gone in the fucking gutter. Is Spit outweighing Burn at this point? No. Not yet. We've got 2 attacks if we can get in melee. And that's what it was with the stick, is you can only do the stick from there. So that would be good if you start your turn on melee, attack, move back, stick. Which I may... Yeah, I can do that this turn. Okay. So where do I want to be? We've got Rock there that I can't punch into him. Rock there. We do not want to let him push me. I can't tell if like it being a blank end of the stage is going to hurt me or not. So now's as good a time as any to find out. So we're going to do this. Boom. Use number 2 of the stick. Boom. And he's going to be at 3 health. He's going to be at 2 health when I get to act again. So if I can live 2 attacks, that's it, baby. Sick. Throwing rock. Alright, baby, we win, we win, we win. Easy, easy. He didn't do... He ain't got no more 999s in his pocket. He only had the one 999. And he used it on poor Gwee. Oh, God. So there's a lot of rocks in my way here. I don't think it necessarily matters as long as I can move over them. However, funnily enough, now that he no longer has burn, I can just spit twice and win. And just spit on his corpse 2 times. Rezzed with 5 health. Oh, that... Okay, so it's in 5 rounds I got luck. Okay, interesting. So there must be some mechanic where if you're being super efficient and finishing fights quickly, then you get a party-wide luck buff? That can't be right. Milla's now level 2. Got 1 int, so she's regaining 6 per turn, which does not really matter to me unless I take something cool here. It looks as though these are the same 4 abilities. I don't want to... I don't want to have 2 people on Sunburn, although I am at the point where after turn 1, she can be doing this every turn. Spit, I don't really want anything that... No, I don't want Dump. I'm leaning towards this, because this would have helped in the combat. This is only for her, but she's got more HP. Doing this to have a good use for her mana that she can do every turn, I think would be good, especially if you're sticking near the range. So let's go with Lick. Okay, got a lot of food there. Got 8 food and... or 8 money and 25 food total. And Butch says, "Congrats, you did good out there. This marks the end of your first little adventure. It's time to go home. You will bring back any food, coins, items, treasures, and injuries you gained during your journey." So Gwee's broken paw is permanent, which really blows. But again, that was a scripted death. He was gonna die anyway. So I'm kind of glad that it was scripted. Items, so the stick with 2 uses I get to keep. These supplies will hopefully prove useful to you at some point. Oh, and if you ever want to save and exit a run, just click that thing. The main menu. Bye! Wow. What a game, what a game. Let's head on home. The basic girls return home. I think I see a house head. Oh, that poor broken paw. Well, hello, neighbor. Yes, it's me, Mr. Tinkles. I chose the absolute correct voice. On a whim, I might add. On a whim. I saw the pink, and I made an assumption, and I couldn't be happier to meet this gentleman. You've no doubt heard about me around town. And yes, all the rumors are true. I spread them myself. Just like my legs. Whoa! What am I saying? God, I'm so bad. Anyway, you can call me Tink. My God, look at these kitties. They just returned home from an adventure and they look busted. Cats that have already been on an adventure are retired. Retired? That means they won't be going on any more adventures. Interesting. So you get 1 run per cat? Huh. The possibilities in my brain just exploded for like the meme of the... Because it's like your builds are only ever for that 1 run, so you have to constantly kind of like work on the fly. And notably, Gwee's broken paw doesn't matter anymore. So it's okay to... It's okay to have party members go down towards the end of a run, because it won't impact you. So why don't you take these guys inside so they can relax comfortably? Beautiful. Is this a... Oh my god, amazing. Oh no, I'm so sorry! Can I hurt him by dropping him from way up here? No, he didn't even... Amazing. Alright, you two get in there. I've got a box, something, a little cat tower.
Well, they seem pretty comfortable, I guess. So, you can now end the day and watch what happens when the lights go off.
I'd prefer to not watch and let them have their privacy. We did do a boy and a girl, so now it's clicking that if these cats are retired, the next run has to be with the babies.
When you end the day, every cat will eat one food. Make sure you always have more than enough.
So cap of 100, and I have 50. And that's the count that you currently have, so each day I will consume 2. But of course that will grow as I gain more bodies. Friday, June 1st. Not sure what those buttons do. Does this imply that you can get multiple houses? And then this is saying sleep 3, yarn 1, doctor 0, DNA 0? What is that implying? Newspaper stuff? This house is, this house ain't looking too good. So let's take a look at what our options here now are. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so I do remember hearing something about there's classes in this game. So let's take a look at what this may mean. Fighter, punch your way to victory. Fighters are great at doing big, strong melee attacks and smashing things to pieces. This looks like this is impacting your stats, too. So you start with 2 extra strength, 1 extra movement, I believe. 1 less int, so you're generating less mana. So you're just the brute force. The mage, in contrast, blast your foes. Mages are great at casting all sorts of crazy spells and dealing elemental damage. Great regen and great charisma, so you start with a lot and you gain a lot. However, less health and less melee attack. So not a frontliner. Tank, though, is probably a frontliner. Get in the way. Tanks are great at absorbing damage and pushing enemies around. It's got a lot more health, less regen, and less range. So similar to the fighter, it's less regen, less mana focused. But interestingly enough, it doesn't gain any melee buffs, but it is notably worse at ranged attacks. So it really wants you to never use ranged attacks. And then the hunter, shoot things from afar. Hunters are great at hitting things from a distance while staying out of danger themselves. It's got a massive ranged attack buff, luck buff, but less health and way less movement. That is really interesting that the movement is way less. And they are also squishy. But if they're luck-based too, you probably want to be generating crits with these guys. I don't know why that's telling me to click on that. Maybe that's telling me I'm at home. So this is going to be fascinating to take a look at. Okay, so the cat shows our dudes. Stats of these ones, collarless. So she had no class. And... the broken paw. That's okay, because he wasn't doing strength stuff anyway, so it ultimately would not have hindered us that much. So this is to look at your cat stats. Oh. Storage. Sort by name, by type. Not sure what that's sorting by. Maybe uses. Quest items. Interesting. So the implication that I'm getting here is that if you have a 10th item, you can only keep a cap of 9. So that'll be something that I can take. That's going to be used on this next run, though, for sure. Okay, well, let's end the day. Oh my lord. Oh my god, what the fuck? Edmund and Tyler. You mad lads. And we've got a little baby. Hopefully this one's got auto-tune as well. Oh my, what an eventful night. Don't tell my wife about what we saw. I'm shocked that you have a wife, and I mean absolutely no offense like that. I just made an incorrect assumption about your preferences, my friend. Aw, you have a new kitten. He will need to grow up before he can go on an adventure, though. Okay, so you've got, after the birth, several days have to go by Don't worry, there is something in the water here that makes them grow up in like one day. Okay. That's terrifying. Also, look, a stray cat has come to your house looking for love. You should totes take them inside, right? Lucilla is a girl. Lurch is the boy baby child. I have a feeling another baby will be made as Lucilla gets it on with a literal child. Once you have made enough kittens or collected enough strays, you can take them out on an adventure to find more supplies. You want 4 fresh kitties to send out on an adventure, but you don't have enough yet. So just keep ending the day and collecting strays until you do. Also, you can right-click the kitten to see if he inherited anything from his parents and check his stats. Interesting. Inherited from the parents. Okay, so red is retired, and also the white text and black text and green outline is a cat that you can take. What is this song? This is like people talking backwards. Level 0, that's interesting. So, do I level up? Oh, because, okay, so his stats could change tomorrow. But the initial spread, at least, is really interesting in that his highest is int, but he's got really good attack power and really good charisma, so he's slow as fuck, and he's got decent health. He's slow as fuck and he's unlucky, but he's, good at everything. And interestingly, you inherit the basic attack as well. So he inherited the ranged attack, but not the melee one. That is fascinating. So he could be a hunter, although his luck is a bit down. His movement would be so bad. And then he did inherit Lick, so he gets to start with the healing ability. Now what about Lucilla? She's also level 0, despite being age 2. So I'm curious as to how we get to level 1, because the other cats started at level 1. And she's got the melee attack, and she's got a 3 mana boost. Gain 1 magic damage until the end of turn, increases any magical damage you deal. So it's effectively tacking 3 more mana onto a spell in exchange for 1 damage. Which, considering that she starts with 4 and is only gaining 5 per turn, that's not good. I would rather that ability be on Lurch. So I almost kind of want them to fuck, so that Lurch can get this, or the child can maybe get... Well, no, because there's no guarantee that the child would also have this 7. This is fascinating. I'm in love with this game and with these kinds of thoughts that it's making you do. Push comes to shove, though, we got 4 cats now, and we need 2 more, so there's no point in deliberating on who's fucking. Especially since the night was calm, and nothing of significance occurred. Poor Lucilla. Probably because her Lurch is a literal baby. Alright, well, we've got another stray, Heidi. So Heidi's... I gotta listen to the sound effects, too. Oh, Lurch inherited the auto-tune! Yes! And what about her? She sounds like an actual cat. And Heidi is very good at ranged. Bad at melee, low health, low int. Starts with a lot, but isn't gaining a lot. Movement is pretty good. Has the ranged attack. And Shrug It Off. For 6 mana, heal yourself HP equal to half your strength, rounded up. Ooh! 6 mana to heal themselves 2? That ability blows. It really does. So we're in no danger of running out of food, and we need 1 more cat. So we're going to end the day 1 more time. Lurch wanted to get it on with Gwee. His dad? But Gwee wasn't into it? What the fuck? The son was presenting his asshole to his father. And the father said, "Son, what the fuck are you doing?" I I want to cry, but I can't determine whether it's from laughter or from sorrow at what I am seeing. And I feel like that will be replicated many times throughout this game.
Oh, yay! With that new stray there, you should have enough cats to go on another adventure. Go put them in the adventure box and get ready for a journey.
Okay, so Lurch and 3 strays. Ala, Edie, Lucilla. So Lurch has his little harem of 3 women here. Oh, she sounds sweet, but she looks ugly as fuck. How do I, like, drag around the house? Do I just zoom in and out? Oh, I can only zoom in the house and I can't drag anywhere. Okay, so where'd the new one go? Oh, right click. I forgot. Okay, so really, we have a lot of very powerful ranged cats. Very fast. Starting 5, gaining 5, not bad. So not a great melee cat, but overall very balanced. She does have short shot. Notably, this is not the lobbed shot that we've seen the other ones have. Because this one cannot go over objects, which is a bit unfortunate. Wait, this is also... Why is this only dealing 5? When she has 6 decks? Is this using a different stat? And then this is block. Oh, fascinating. She can pop this every turn. Gain 2 shield every turn, so we don't... Her health is decent, her movement is good, so we may even want her on the front lines. And then as long as this doesn't have anything that range would deal with, then I think we're good. That is pretty cool. Well, folks, we've got a good plan for our next run, our very first full run of 4 cats. Let's all wave goodbye to, where are they? To Milla. What a sweetie pie. Thank you, Milla, for holding down the front line on our tutorial run, for winning us 2 fights. And Gui, our first love, our boy, our broken pawed lad, who was our ranged fighter and got fucking 999'd by the tutorial boss. I'm gonna see y'all next time as we dive deeper into this game. Hopefully this was a great introduction for you. Stay tuned and catch run number 2 coming up soon.